everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I usually post. We are going to go through the basics of Adobe Illustrator. So when you open up Illustrator, this is the screen that you're going to see, and you can see any of your previous projects as well as create new ones. So that's what we're going to do. Click Create New, and we are going to just do a basic letter, which is 8.5 by 11, and click Create. So when it opens up, you'll see this blank artboard as well as your tools on the left, the menu bar up top, and properties on the right. First thing I like to do when I start a project on Illustrator is show the grid as well as showing rulers, which are both in the view menu. And I like to show rulers because you can add guides to your page by clicking the ruler side that you want and dragging it over. So on the left, you'll see the toolbar. We're going to first start with the rectangle tool, which is right here. You will see if you left click on it and hold it down, you have all these tools, and we're going to select rectangle. To make a rectangle, you just click and drag however big or small you'd like it, and there's your rectangle. You can also click and type in dimensions if you like it that way. To change the color of it, that is over here in properties, you'll click fill and click whatever color you'd like. Let's just make it pink so it's obvious. And the stroke over here is just a border, so you can make that as thick or thin as you want. To duplicate this box, you can Command CV, or you can click it and click Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste. So either of those ways work to make the same object. And if you want to delete it, click and just delete on your keyboard. If you want to group these items together, so where they are basically one, you hold them, click Shift, and click the other one, then you right click and hit Group. So now it's basically one object, and if I want to change the fill, I can just go over here, click that, and now again, they are the same. If I wanted to make, let's say, a star, I hold this box over here, click Star, and it's the same thing as the rectangle. Just click and drag, and let's make this one yellow. If I wanted to make this polygon the same fill as the rectangles, but I couldn't remember what color it was, you hop over to your toolbar again and make sure that the shape you want filled is selected. Click the eyedropper and click what fill you want, and it'll change it just like that. If you want to make a shape that is not under here, you can use the pen tool or the curved pen tool. And for this, you just click it and click whatever random shape you want to make it. So now this behaves just like all the other shapes, and you can do anything you want to it. If you want to change the opacity, you go over here and you can type in whatever percentage you want to make it. So now you can see it's a little bit more translucent and you can see through the shape. To add a background to all of this, you go to the rectangle tool, click and drag just like you're making a normal rectangle, and you'll see it here. What you're going to do is right click, go to Arrange, and Send to Back. So now this is the very back thing on your artboard, and you can change the fill. It behaves just like a rectangle, but it's basically your background. To make it a little bit more transparent, just so I can see the grid behind it and be able to work on here. So those are all the basics that you might need. Something else you might want to use is the Type tool, which is again like the rectangles or any of the shapes. So you just click and drag, and there you have it. You type in the text box, and all the properties are just like the shapes. You can change the fill, you can change the font over here in properties to whatever you'd like, and change the size as well. So now I'm going to do a time lapse of me making my own poster, and at the end I'll come back and show you how to import an image on here, and we will be done. Okay, so here you just saw me do a little time lapse of the things that I showed you in the basic tools, And now I'm going to show you how to quickly add your logo to something if you'd like, or insert any image. What you can do is either have the image on your desktop, or if you have a Mac, you can have it in your Finder, in Downloads, or desktop, or wherever you keep your logo. So my logo is right here. It's just another Illustrator file. Again, this can be any image you want to put on here, and all you do is click and drag. You'll see the arrow, and embed the image, and then you can scale it down to whatever size or shape you like it to be. I'm going to make mine pretty small just because it's not the focal point of this poster. And click off, and now my logo is within my guides, and it shows, you know, that I made this. It's kind of your watermark. And again, you can do that for any image in Illustrator. Thank you so much for watching and following along. I hope you learned something, and have a good rest of your day. Thanks.